Jason,
Tony.
have you seen him?
Yes, and it's you.
Animal Chin?
You're Animal Chin.
I'm Animal Chin. We are mirrored, doing inverts on the chin ramp, and we signed a few of these, and you can still get them.
10% off.
These might be the last two. I don't know.
10%
off for holidays.
Use the code HawkWolf. HawkWolf. Hey, check it out. You can also get skateboards. They come in a set. One's a skeleton Tony Hawk and one's a skeleton Jason Ellis. And we signed both of them. And you can get them for a discount as well for Christmas.
For holidays.
For holidays.
This could make a holiday gift. If you have someone in your life that listens to our show or is maybe a fan of skateboarding, because we did this at great effort. We really did put a lot of effort into this.
I was scared for my life several times, yeah.
It took a lot. And so this is the fruit of that. And we signed him. And so we're proud of him. Hopefully you'll like him. Happy holidays, everybody.
Oh, somebody sent me a video, us playing basketball together.
Skateboard tour?
Yeah, that's me, fat. And then look at you with shades on, and you're like, I'm going to block it. And I'm like, no, dude. I am the white Shaquille O'Neal. Look at that. In your face. Hey, Tony.
Wow. I feel so inferior.
Lay up on Birdman.
What am I doing here?
We could post it. It's weird because I want
a rematch.
Yeah. No, you don't. Actually, wow, it's pretty fair because I can barely walk and you can barely walk.
That's right.
It will be. That's in slow mo. When we do it again, we just play it regular. It'll look the same.
I got the height on you.
Oh, you had the height on me then. I still got it off.
Yeah.
I got it. That was the other thing.
I'm better suited now.
Shut up.
Welcome. Here we go.
And I'm not Tony Hawk. You're one of those special skateboarders that can't do other sports.
Okay. I take issue with that.
Yeah, good.
Let me tell you something.
Hawk versus Wolf. Here we go. For real. Finally.
One of my sons.
Oh, you're going to get my son then.
One of my sons did an interview where he's talking about how just what you said, like he's just suited for skating. Like he's not built for other sports.
We talking about Riley?
One of my sons did an interview and said these things.
Yeah, but okay.
And then I was like, do you remember that we both threw out the first pitch, the Padres game? Who's made it to the plate?
Ooh. Wait, so you're a baseball guy, you're saying?
And then
here we go.
He plays a lot of golf.
Yeah.
He's going to hate this one. He plays a lot of golf. We played one of those golf simulators.
Yeah.
Like the big one, big screen, hit it into the golf thing.
Yeah.
You hit the ball into the screen and then it tracks the movement and stuff.
Is that real?
It's not real.
Okay.
But supposedly it's very accurate.
Okay.
Who had the lowest score? Me, baby.
Oh, so is it good score, lowest score?
Lowest score. Golf.
Right.
Golf, less strokes to the hole.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Golf talk.
Yeah. And then, of course, my wife is never going to give me credit for any of that, right? So she's like, well, you're the best at fake golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I back her.
But regardless, I just want to say that I seem to have flipped the narrative a little bit.
So now you're good at other sports and worse at skateboarding?
I'm not saying I'm okay. Like I always have been okay. I started playing baseball. I started playing basketball. I played both of those sports before I ever skated.
Well, then, okay, maybe you're okay, but
I'm okay.
I'm obviously superior.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Proof's in the pudding. I scored on you.
The one shot?
At will. I
the
scored
one
on
shot.
you.
Okay, got
At
it.
will.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean, you did have sunglasses on, which is ridiculous. A sunglass guy.
I feel like I saw you bouncing the ball, and then I ran out of the bus, and then tried to.
Oh my God! Just take it. Just take it. I schooled you on the court, son. And I'm from Australia. My basketball background is I started playing when I started watching the Lakers when I was over here.
Maybe that's what I should have done.
McCone, you're American. if you watch this, you'll be like, who's a better basketball player? It's pretty obvious who's better.
He's got one clip, so he's gonna ride. He's riding high on this clip.
He's got the height.
Yeah, okay.
That matters so much more.
Muggsy Bogues could beat all of us, and he's half our height. Height's got it's skill. I am more skillful at all other sports than Tony Hawk.
All other sports, baseball.
All
Baseball,
for sure. Without even playing it.
Okay. Okay,
I'm just
you're right.
better than
I'm
you,
only
dude.
suited for skateboarding. I'm not good at anything else.
I'm better than you.
I wasn't on the All-Star team in my little league.
We'll do it.
Oh wait, I was.
Wait, you were on a team in a basketball game?
I was on our All-Star team in Little League.
I mean, All Stars is a bit of a stretch.
Up tier Santa.
Some fat drunk Australians got a layup on you.
I'm talking about baseball now, but you go on.
I don't even need. Give me 20 minutes and I'll be a better baseball player than you. Baseball player.
Okay.
Bass player. I'm already better.
All right. Well,
I'm a better musician.
I'll destroy you in cricket,
I'm a
bro.
better. You won't. You won't beat
I don't
me.
even know how to play
anything.
cricket.
Except skateboarding. That's all you've got.
That's it. That's all I've got. You're right.
So just
stay in my lane.
Stay in your fucking lane.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
I so wish I could get you on the mound at a Padres game.
I will smash your shit out the park.
No, I wish you could pitch it. I want to see.
I
you
guarantee
pitch
you,
it.
I guarantee you, I start throwing strikes.
Okay.
In 20 minutes.
All right.
I'm an all-terrain athlete.
Okay.
One of the best. God, I'm so sick of people doubting me. It's so obvious. I'm better than everybody.
Oh no, there wasn't. Okay. Let's see. I wasn't doubting you. I was defending myself,
Yeah, it's a stupid thing to do.
which became suddenly you're insulted by me defending
I'm
myself.
trying to be nice, dude. Stop. I'm just way better than you at all other sports. It's okay. Like, you know what you've got? You're Tony Hawk, you know? Calm down. You just want everything. You're so greedy.
How the f*** did I get into this conversation?
I just wanted him to say, it's cool.
Is that it? That was the goal?
I just wanted to piss you off. I
Yeah.
just wanted you to bite a little bit
Okay.
on it. Yeah, dude, I'm the greatest athlete alive. Oh my God. I can barely walk. I seriously can
Wait,
barely
weren't we
get up.
supposed to have a wakeboard competition?
With Bert Kreischer?
With Bert Kreischer?
Who's just as full of shit as you are. Both of you are living in an alternate universe where you think you can do sports. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
You're
I
uncoordinated.
really wanted that to happen.
Yeah. So did, we both did because we both knew we were going to win. Look way better than his.
Well, no,
baloney.
I just don't think he can even get up
He's
on a wakeboard.
full of shit.
Yeah. But he's talking about how he was going around the whole lake. Do you remember that whole conversation?
Yeah, of course
and then
I do.
he tried to call his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, and then
Remember
she
that?
said he can't water ski.
So we're talking to Bert Kreischer on his show, and he's like, "Oh, this girl was there that I used to date. I'm going to call her, and she'll verify it." So he calls. She didn't pick up. The podcast is over. We're about to get up off the couch, and his phone rings.
And it's her.
And it's her.
Yeah.
Puts her on speakerphone. Remember I did that? And I was wakeboarding. She's like, "You didn't even get up."
Yeah. You're terrible.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. He lives in an alternate universe where it's like, bro, I was one of the best. And it's just not, it's the facts are no, you're not. I just saw him the other day. He was hanging out at Whitney's son's birthday and he was hanging out with a horse. He's like, I'm going to get a horse. I race cars. I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm like, you can't ride a horse. You can't race. You can't. I destroy you in all of it. Stop
What?
it.
Okay.
All these people.
Okay, but you with the I destroy you. He didn't say I'm going to get a horse and be better than you. He just said I'm going to get a horse.
Yeah, but I've got a horse. It's annoying. His horse is going to be better. And he's going to get like a
Okay,
barn or something.
this is you. This is your projection. Everyone is in competition with you.
Him and Tom race cars. Pfft. Shut up. You don't race cars. You like diddle in a car.
Imagine that we all enjoy doing other activities and no one cares if other people are better than them.
It does seem pleasant. I just don't have
I live
that.
I live in that.
Yeah, that's why you suck.
That's why I suck at the sports.
At all sports.
Right.
The only one you care about is skateboarding, and you got pretty good at that. But
Okay.
it took you time. You know?
Who taught you how to surf a wave?
Oh, you're pretty good at surfing.
Who taught you how to actually like almost get in the barrel?
You're pretty good at surfing. I just said that. Hey, here you go. Look at this. You're a better surfer than me. But that's only because you've done it more. I'm pretty bad at. I'm really bad at surfing.
Wow.
See, at least nobody. I'm not going to call anybody like, hey, somebody. I surfed Cloud Break. You died at Cloud Break. I made it.
No, I surfed Cloud Break.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's the biggest wave I've ever jumped in on my life.
Me too.
It was terrifying.
I was really scared.
And it was the first wave of the set, and then I got caught inside. So, you saying I died, I went through a very challenging situation, yes. I was truly panicked.
You won that. You win. You're winning.
I was panicked.
This conversation is turning where you're becoming.
No, I don't want it. I didn't want. I didn't.
Just compete with me. Just do it. God.
What are we competing in?
Who's better at sports and stuff?
I mean, are we actually like competing? Are we actually play a game of horse?
Horse doesn't count. It's not a
mean,
game.
your trajectory and your aim counts for a lot in terms of basketball.
My inside game is where I lay.
With too many parameters. Never mind. How have you been otherwise?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I feel you.
The aliens are coming, so hopefully there's a fight. Because I just want to fight. I either want to fight or I want.
You want to fight an alien?
I want to fight the world. I want to fight so I don't have to work and like everybody doesn't have a job anymore. So we just fight, and I'm like, I can do that, and that'll be then everything will sort of all the other stuff.
So you're hoping for a more dystopian existence, Mad Max type of vibes. That's what you want.
Yes, it's dystopian. Is that the word?
Dystopian.
Dystopian.
Mm-hmm. No law, no order.
Yeah. Just give me the gasoline and I'll spare your lives.
What about if you're driving an electric car?
I don't drive an electric car. I'm a man. I don't know if you've noticed.
Is that what makes a man?
It's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few other things that come with it, but definitely that's one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Bzzz, pussies.
Riley swears by his electric motorcycle, or he's getting one.
Yeah, my son told me about it. That Riley's got an electric.
He's getting one. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty cool. I've got I got mini ones in the garage, and they are fun. But an engine that was made.
You just like noise.
I like power.
They have power.
It's not the same. It's like
in the world of science, it's the same.
To me, it's like Alice in Chains unplugged. It's not bad, but it's better when it's plugged in. It's electric.
Okay.
It's just a vibe, it's just a feeling. It's it's scary. It's a monster. Yeah, but really, engines are cool. But what I've found now is like horsepower is better because a horse is connected to you.
Oh my God.
What? Why can't I talk? Why can't I talk about stuff I like? I like horses.
No, but
I'm
you're
connected to them.
equating like electric vehicles have horsepower.
Yeah, but it's digital. It's robots, and they're against us. Horses are one with us.
What is happening?
We are all one with the moon. When the moon is a full moon, the water in the.
Don't.
What do you mean? Don't. I will.
Okay.
The moon. We are water. So are horses, and we're all connected. We all come from the same thing. Robots are not us.
Okay.
Horses are like have heartbeats.
You're becoming spirituality here.
What? I'm not too easy. I'm not flat earthing anybody or anything. I'm just
You're a heartbeat away.
I'm a horse heartbeat away, which is okay by me. I love horses. Just want to live in a world of beasts, no robots.
Okay.
I'm going away.
What does that mean?
I'm going away. I'm going to lose my phone and I'm going to go away.
Okay. Is that
I
a warning?
I might not come back. It's a warning. Like, would you care?
Of course. Be concerned for you. Absolutely.
Well, I'm not going to die. I mean, I am going to die, but like not immediately, hopefully. I'm just going to go away into the bush with animals.
Okay.
I'm done with this shit. Digital bullshit. I don't care anymore. You know?
All right.
I don't care. I got punched in the face a lot last night. and
Does that make you feel
It
alive?
felt so good. Is that bad?
No, because I unfortunately identify with it. I mean, when I get like if I get kind of rocked skating, it makes me feel like I'm alive and I'm back and like I'm fired up. I do, and it kind of sucks.
But it's also
Like it's a curse. It's definitely a curse.
But it's also awesome.
I guess.
It is.
I mean,
it's like you kind of keep fighting.
I hate being in pain all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta.
Like I got asked today, what's your pain level? I go, what you mean now?
Yeah.
Like, well, it's always just right here. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? She goes, no, what's your pain level like on a regular day? I'm like, I don't know, 3, 4. That's a good day.
When I like sitting here, my pain level's like a 2, but when I get up, it goes to a 5. And
Yeah.
if I run
Well, that's what I said to her. I go, well, yeah, if I'm driving for a long time or if I'm skating, then we're hovering at 5 for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but when you warm up and you get the adrenaline flowing, it's just like
Yeah, I'm not.
you can't be stopped.
I guess I'm complaining. I'm not trying to complain.
You're not complaining.
I'm just stating a fact.
You're
That's where we're at.
Yeah, it's not a
And
complaint.
that's the bar that's set now.
It'd be different if you were complaining because that's it, you can't do it anymore, but you do it. You want to do it. You love it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
but it's so masochistic.
Yeah.
I'm not a masochist.
Yeah, you are.
I don't like getting hurt.
Stop. You're just saying that because the public's watching.
I
You
don't like
want your
getting
wife
hurt.
to
I don't
hear
like
that you're
being
a
hurt. I don't
masochist.
like being in pain. I don't like
A little bit.
feeling.
It's pretty good.
I like it. Okay. I like if I've pushed through some pain
Yeah.
to get to mostly a trick
Yeah.
or to get to a technique.
Victory to win.
Yeah, and then it's like, I fucking got that one.
That's right.
Yeah.
You beat that.
Beat it. Yeah.
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 You don't even know exactly who I'm beating, but suck it.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Alpha Progression is the go-to app for anyone training to maximize muscle gain and is no BS training for muscle growth. Alpha Progression is a science-based and developed by serious lifters and personal training and competitive bodybuilding backgrounds. Alpha Progression has been recognized twice as the app of the day by Apple. They are by far the top-rated fitness app in Germany. Yeah. You know it's good. And have recently started expanding to users worldwide.
Alpha Progression is the most intuitive workout logger. Alpha users love how easy it is to use, even though it's packed with features, making it the ideal tool for both novices and seasoned lifters. Alpha's app goes beyond creating a personalized workout plan. It empowers you to track your progress and achieve your fitness goals. With an extensive exercises database and expert recommendations, we provide the guidance you need to embark on an effective muscle building journey.
Their plans are generated from scratch and according to your needs, like the muscle you want to focus on and what equipment you have. There are over 1,000 trillion input combinations.
Quality-wise, Alpha's plans measure up to the best personal trainers in the world. Strength training is all about progression. Alpha Progression's algorithm analyzes past performances and recommends weight and reps in every set. This guarantees long-term success.
I use it, it's very easy, and as you can see, I am friggin' jacked.
The Pro version is $12.99 USD per month or $79.99 USD per year with a 2 weeks free trial. Though we have a special deal for all you HVW listeners, go to alphaprogression.com/hawk to get 20% off your first payment. That's ALPHA progression.com/hawk for 20% off. Not caca, HAWK.
So what are you waiting for? Go to alphaprogression.com/hawk to get started right now. Back to the show.
I remember after I broke my pelvis, I was having a hard time leaning into that side. You might remember this actually. We did that Huck Jam where we were doing it. We did some in Six Flags. We also did some in sheds, like parking lots of big venues. Mm-hmm. But it was the Huck Jam, so motorcycles and ramp and whatever. Mm. And I was trying to get back varial heel flip leans, and I just could not get my body to like lean over that way. And I tried a couple during our show, and didn't really get close. And then the wind kicked up, and everyone was leaving, and I was back I was in the trailer. I get my pads off. I was like, I ain't going out like that. It's not beating me. And I went back to the ramp alone.
I love you, dude.
To get this varial heel flip lean.
Yeah.
And it took a while, and I finally got one. For what?
Because whoever decided to make that difficult can suck it.
Yeah.
That's why.
And I was fighting all the elements, like all the elements of the weather. It was about to rain, wind, whatever. My body, I don't know. I just remember that was such an impactful, iconic moment of like, this is how obsessed he is.
Yeah.
That I had to go do that.
Yeah. This is one life, dude. We're gonna die.
I know, but it's like that is just one demo that I could have let go of and done it another time.
No way. To me, that story, legendary.
I guess.
It's like a guess.
I feel like you were watching. Do you remember that?
I've been knocked out a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was great.
It's probably not that memorable anyway, but to me it meant a lot.
I've seen you do a lot of those.
Yeah.
But they inspire me. And look, okay, sometimes it inspires me and I go, yeah, when I'm hurt, I'll stay out there and try and do something that I probably shouldn't. And okay, maybe that's an issue and there's a bit of masochistic vibes going on there, but also translating it into other things where, you know, I work, I don't want to go. I don't want to, you know, like yesterday I did I'm tired, dude. I'm doing so many Jason Ellis shows, and every time I do a comedy show, someone goes, I used to love listening to the Jason Ellis show. And I'm like,
it's still there.
Yeah. Like last night, someone was like, oh, you mean Hawk versus Wolf? And I'm like, wait, you're familiar with podcasting. So you know that the Jason Ellis show was on Sirius XM, and you know that I have Hawk versus Wolf. Yeah. It's right there. Jason Ellis show is right next to Hawk versus Wolf. No, it's not, because it's like demonetized because I talk about and stuff. And I'm like, man, everybody talks about you, YouTube. You oh, we're gonna edit that out so we can. You can demonetize it. Eat it. Eat a fat one, YouTube. Suck these TikTok. This is how we are.
Wait, TikTok?
I'm just demonetized on everything. The only time I'm not demonetized is because I'm like, hey, friends of Tony Hawk. And they're like, oh, maybe he's cool. And then I'm like, dick, ass fucker. And then demonetized again. But like everywhere I go, in the parking lot, at the gym, everyone's talking about dicks. Everybody says fuck off. But no, not on YouTube. I'm going to fight Mike Tyson, fucking bitch. Suck. I beat all of you. I did it all before you. Yeah, but not like this. Fucking dickheads. Everyone's a weak piss ant. I'm sick of everybody. Here's what you need to do. Shut the fuck up and listen to me. You know what? I don't even care. Don't listen. I don't care.
You should care a little bit.
But it's just overrated. I just want to eat donuts and take huge shits.
Well, at least you aspire to something.
I think it's possible. If I, like you with the heel flip varial lane.
You want to take
if I go,
dumps
look, Jason, you can get donuts. And then, then there's the aftermath.
What about the health consequences of that?
Yeah, because my knee is really bad now. Mm-hmm. And it's been getting gradually worse. And I keep going. I'll get up and I go, ooh, that might be a wrap. But last night, I held mitts because I'm learning how to be a trainer. And then after, it's like, it's sparring. And I was like, oh, sparring. But I'm going to the Comedy Store. I got like a big show. And I'm like, oh, sparring a little bit would be cool. And then there was a girl there that was a girl and a guy that want to be pro fighters. And the girl had her dad there. And her dad is a vet. And he said that there's like sparring on Saturdays for vets. And he likes the way I work, and it'd be really cool if I could help those guys out. And I was like, I would love to help the vets, dude. Like, I don't even know how I could, but if this is a way that I could help vets, awesome. Finally, I have an ability that could help somebody. So I'm helping this girl, and she's pretty big, she's pretty jacked. She can fight, and I'm trying to get her to like go for it. You know what I mean? I ain't hitting her hard, but I'm like, you can hit me hard. Like I'm good for that. I am. I can take shots. So she starts opening up on me, and I'm like eating massive shots. And I'm like you were saying before, I'm like, she got me like a 3-piece, like boom, boom, boom. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, keep going.
Yeah.
And it's like this weird thing where I just followed her. She tried to get away, and I kept following her. And so I'm like, you got to keep punching. Or I'm going to get you. And she just smashed the living shit out of me. And then that dude texted me afterwards. He's like, man, she definitely wants to be a pro fighter after that. Like, you really helped her. And I'm like, that's what I have. I can't do other things that help people. Like, and I'm not going to write some crazy thing that helps people, but you can smash me. And if that makes you feel better, then that's my job. That's what I'm here to do until I die. Little things like that. I just want to help people, but I don't have like cool ability. I'm not a doctor. I can't fix your knee. But when it comes to my knee thing, it's like dead.
There's a whole spectrum of things you could do in between being a doctor and helping people fight. But I understand.
But with the knee thing, for some weird reason, if I use it slowly and then a little bit faster, when the blood flows, the pain goes away. And then it moves again. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards, it's like, oh no, I moved it too much. Mm-hmm. But it still keeps going. I think I have like, maybe it's the thing like you're always in pain all the time and it's like that level becomes normal. So you're like, I guess if somebody asked me right now, like how bad pain I'm in, I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess I am. But I don't walk around thinking about it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely become the new normal. So it's like,
yeah, like
that's just where we are. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder what level it gets to, because obviously there's people out there that have chronic pain.
Yeah.
And they need medicine, you know, like. Mm-hmm. But I can't do medicine. I'm a sober guy. Like I won't do it. I don't care how painful it is. I would rather just sit in the pain. I guess if it got to the point where I was like, I'm in absolute agony, I'll stop doing sport. But I also don't know. I don't want to be old. Like I don't know if I want to be. I don't know if I want to.
Is that the conclusion we've drawn?
I just feel like I know enough to like not be here in a cool way. Like I'm not on purpose, but a little bit.
I think you just have to. I get the struggle, but I do feel like you just have to find your way.
I'm going to do a country song.
I don't know if that's the way, but
I might be a musician.
Okay.
I'm going to do a country music video.
You're all over the place.
I'm desperate, man. I'm hanging. I'm crawling. I mean, you're talking about.
It does feel like you're like, yeah, I'm gonna country song. Yep.
You never know,
right?
I told to somebody today. I was like, man, I got a guy a recording studio. He's like, he wants to make a hologram for the music video. A hologram of what? He's like, you. I'm like, I haven't even made the song yet. And he's like, yeah, but it'd be pretty cool. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So I'm going to Atlanta and I'm going to record a country song, and then they're going to make a hologram out of me so you can see hologram Jace Cakes doing a country song. So maybe that'll help me. You know?
How does the hologram work if it's on video?
Like Princess Leia and R2-D2.
Okay. So it's an effect.
Yeah. Like Tupac.
The hologram would be something that you would be here in this room with us.
Yeah, but you need the
lights
thing that pitches it. There'd be like a thing
Understood.
you press a button and then, then I'm
so
like,
they're going to make a hologram of you.
Down. Yeah.
They're going to make a hologram of you and then video the hologram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for explaining that, Tony.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a backwards compatibility thing, but you know, it's cool.
Well, hopefully that takes off and I become like Jelly Roll, but like not as fat.
Do you have your song?
I got a couple.
You got a couple?
Yeah. I've been playing some songs.
Okay.
I've been listening to, this is not good, but I've been listening to Smokey and the Bandit theme track.
Smokey and the Bandit.
And
our generation.
I've learnt the songs, and I'm like, because they were
written for that movie, right?
No, that's
They
crazy.
weren't?
The one guy, the truck driver, is a real artist.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Something. And it was Eastbound and Down. And then for the Smokey and the Bandit, he changed the lyrics to Westbound and Down.
Oh, wow.
And it's
Jerry Reed.
Jerry Reed, yeah. And his dog, you know, the guys are mean to the dog. Anyway, he has songs like that. I loved that. I love cars, right? So when I was a kid, the Bandit was sick. Did
you watch Hooper?
Trans Am Firebird.
Remember
That's how
Hooper?
I learned to say American words. Firebird. Trans Am.
Did you see Hooper?
Hooper.
Yeah. That was the one with Burt Reynolds was a stuntman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he hung out with
That one was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is such a good actor of being a stuntman.
Of being a stuntman, yeah.
Because you and I have met stuntmen, and
Yeah.
he was like,
That's their life.
he's just getting it done.
Yeah.
No complaints, drinks beer all the
Yeah.
time.
No emotion.
Yeah. I just chew a couple painkillers
Yeah.
and I get out there, yeah. Strap your leg down. I'm
remember-
basically that.
I remember watching
Maybe I could be a
the-
stuntman.
the stunt double for McGill, Gleaming the Cube. I think he's really successful. So I forgot his name, but I watched him go through that giant window. I don't know if you remember that scene when he sees something happening in the house and he ends up climbing the fence of the backyard and then he skates through the backyard like through this fountain thing and then crashes through the window.
Yeah.
I watched him do it.
Yeah.
It's one of those real, like, this is the 80s, so it's real glass pane. And then they hit the thing to break it before he gets there.
But it didn't break.
It worked,
Is it not real
but
glass?
he came up bloody.
Is it real glass?
It's real glass, yeah.
thought
So they snap it. Like they have all these triggers and then they make sure that right before it gets hit, they blow all the, I don't know what they are. They're little,
Like squids.
yeah, like little bombs or
It shatters.
it shatters, but it shatters in an instant right before he hits it. So it
Yeah.
looks like he makes it shatter.
Yeah.
It's the way they used to do it. Or now they do sugar glass,
That's what I thought, yeah.
which I got to do once. That was pretty cool. But he came up, like they did it. It all worked, you know. And I don't know if the timing was off or not, but then when he came up, his hands and his wrists were super bloody. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. So he got slashed.
And I was freaked out.
Huh.
And I was like, dude, what's that? And he's like, oh yeah, I don't know. I got some in my hair. I was like, no, what's that? He's like, it's fine. You know,
You
I know,
gotta
and
be-
we're skaters, so obviously we're used to seeing injuries, but this looked concerning. It was down on his wrist,
Yeah.
bleeding a lot, you know, and he's
It's
just like,
bad to
nah,
cut
it's
there.
fine. Like we got the shot.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, that does sound cool. What else? Like John Wick could kill me too. I think I'd be good at that.
Yeah, I got to do a stunt once, and they're like, well, there's a part where they got to go through the glass, so we're going to get a stuntman to do that the day before. I was like, no. What, like, if I get to do anything, I want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did.
Really? You want?
Wait, you skated through glass?
Yeah, but it was what they call sugar glass.
Yeah. Still fun though, right?
Yeah, it was sick.
That sounds awesome.
It was fun. It was
I would
for
like to do
I
that.
think it was for. It was either Bagel Bites or for a THPS ad, or maybe both.
Bagel bites put you through a window?
Yeah. Because these guys are watching TV, and then I go off the screen. And they're like, "Oh, where'd he go?" And then I come crashing through their window because they're having bagel bites.
Yeah. Man, making an ollie through glass is badass.
It's pretty sick. It's fun.
Ollieing through glass, ollieing through glass and landing it,
And making it.
That is awesome. That seems way harder.
I did. You like this? We did a big opening for. Remember Gameworks?
Yeah.
Gameworks was like before Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
They had a bunch, and so they invited a bunch of skaters to open one in Ontario or San Bernardino. I remember Eric Costin was there, a bunch of other pros were there, and they had Top Skater there, so that's kind of why they were incorporating skating, because it was before our video game was released, so
Okay.
it was just like this weird promotion thing, and they wanted me to skate through this sort of sheet of paper. I think they had a big logo on it, and they had all the press on the other side, and so I was supposed to ollie through the paper, and they were going to get a shot of me like as I'm breaking through it,
Yeah.
and whatever starting ramp that I can't remember the exact layout, but they had a little wedge ramp for me to jump to the thing.
Yeah.
The starting ramp was a joke.
Why?
Like it was only this high. There was no speed.
Oh, okay.
I had to go upstairs to do it. So they made like a runway up the stairs, and I couldn't practice it because they already had the paper in place.
Yeah.
So by the time I finally got to it, as I'm going up the thing, I don't have enough speed.
Yeah.
Like I am not going to make it.
So what do you do?
I jumped off my board and just broke through the paper.
Oh.
Eee!
Eh.
And then
You
they're
gotta do
like,
what you gotta do.
yeah, but it was full like, wah, wah. It's like, here he comes.
Oh.
It's gonna. And then it's just me jumping through a piece of paper like, hi. Yay!
Yeah.
Gameworks. We did it.
Yeah, I was going to do that before I got fired from Sirius. They had this big plan for 15 years Jason Ellis show, and I was going to skate through a pitcher and like land in the studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I got it. As when when I say I got it, and I'm not really sure. So it's probably good that I got fired before that happened. But I would definitely not have thought it to just jump. I would have just come through head first, skidding on the ground like, hey.
Yeah, I didn't like. There was no. My board was not going to make it.
Yeah.
So it was just desperate times. Like, yep, here it is. This is lame.
I get that.
I did get to do one like that on stage once at a game awards show. Like this is after the video game, and I kind of came unprepared. Like I was wearing real nice clothes and dress shoes, and then I guess I didn't get the memo that was what they wanted me to do.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing it in dress shoes. Like ollying, same thing, ollying off a ramp through a piece of paper. Like, yee!
With a heel on it?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, it was a little
A little.
it was a little sketchy. Figured it out.
One shot?
Yeah, it was live to tape.
Oh. Dude, when you were at the Comedy Store the other night and you stood on your skateboard and there was like all
Oh,
drinks.
you thought I was gonna kickflip?
I was like, I
Yeah.
said somebody was standing next to me. I was like, do not do a kickflip. And some dude next to me just started laughing. And I was like, you don't get it. I did
Well,
stand
you know what
up.
they wanted me to do? They wanted me to ollie over the drunk dude.
Oh.
And Jeremiah, yeah, it's a long
Jeremiah
story,
Watkins.
but
He's a legend.
we were doing a thing with fake Dr. Phil that
Adam Ray,
that he was. How do I explain this? He was auditioning for the new Santa Claus because the real Santa Claus, who was Rob Riggle, all these guys were there. Rob Riggle was over it. He's done with it. So they're interviewing new talent, and then they interviewed the
Drunk Santa.
drunk mall Santa, who was
Jeremiah.
Then an audience member, a girl.
Yep.
And then I come out and I'm interviewing for the job.
Yep.
And so we had to we all had to do a proper ho ho ho.
Yeah.
We all had to answer trivia questions, and then at the end they wanted me to ollie over Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And that was going to be my audition. Like, what can you do? What special thing can you do? I was like, I can jump. And then the stage is way too small.
Yeah.
There's no runway.
Way too small, and it's covered. They did an eating thing
Yeah,
before
and it's
you went
covered
out.
in dust.
It's got cupcake crap all over.
No, it was like dust. It was like someone just took a cookie and just
Oh, that's right. No, because they were making cookie houses before it.
yeah. So it's
you had food all over the
it's
floor.
like there's sand
and the floor,
everywhere.
if it wasn't dirty, is this weird,
It's soft.
slippery.
It's soft.
Weird, yeah.
It's soft
It's
and
not-
slippery. Like
yeah.
the worst two combinations. Anyway, Adam is doing this thing. I'm surveying the whole situation. I was like, this isn't going to happen.
Is
There's
that? Did
no
you lean
way.
over and say, "I'm
And
not
so
going"?
I was like, I can't jump him. I can't do it.
Right.
I go.
I knew you said something to him.
I'm gonna do the ho 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 thing, and I'll just do an ollie. And he's like, okay.
Right.
So everyone did their best ho ho ho, and then I stood on my skateboard, and probably gave you some concern.
Yeah.
And I go ho ho, and then ollie. I go
Yeah.
ho. But you thought I was gonna kickflip.
I was like,
No.
dude, it's.
And
not,
you know what's funny about that?
For these people, it's not necessary.
You know what's funny about that? I wouldn't have considered it, but when I stood on my board, I know when it's going to work or not going to work.
Yeah.
In that moment, I was like, oh, I could kickflip right now. Like, it would work in this moment. And then
You're
I just
a
went,
mad
no.
man.
I just went, no.
You're a mad
Because
man.
because it's soft, like my wheels were staying in one place.
but not worth it.
I'm not claiming it would have worked completely.
It probably would have, you asshole. But dude, I did
that was awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing, just because the way he thought it would just sort of unfold and be crazy, it kind of did, but I'm not an improv comedian. So he's asking me stuff, and I was
did
like,
awesome.
It was weird.
It's a weird thing where I can tell when I'm watching, I'm like, you want to be them, but you're you.
Well, I want to. I want to at least prove my worth on stage.
But if you answer the way you would answer anything off the top of the head, you're Tony Hawk. Everybody there is like, I'm in the crowd, dude. When you came through the door, the whole place went, holy shit, is that the real Tony Hawk? It's the Comedy Store and it's fake Dr. Phil. And yeah, there was some celebrities, but you're another level. Because I watched the whole thing. When you came out, the whole room was like, wait, the real Tony Hawk. It was almost like if real Santa came out. Like, people were like, holy shit. You could have been like, hey, Tony Hawk. And they'd be like, whoa, it really is. You don't need a punchline, dude. You just need to say, yes, it's true. Or if he goes, what do you think I should do? I don't fucking know, dickhead. And be like, yeah, awesome. You're Tony Hawk. It was so cool.
You know what was funny about that night is, Miles was to come and he bailed. And then you had invited Andy Anderson to come see you.
Did I?
You were performing upstairs.
I thought he just came to see Tony.
He came to see everyone.
We invited
He didn't come up to see me.
You guys invited him. And so as I was walking in, you were at the door and trying to get Andy in. I was like, oh yeah, well, Miles isn't coming, so he can just use Miles tickets, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm backstage waiting for my turn to go on. It's way later than they said it was going to be. I still have to drive home. I was like, it was a lot.
I love how we're old. Like, I was tired. I did my set and I was like, did we miss Tony? Like,
no,
he's
it
not
was
up
like,
yet.
it was coming up on 10:30 and I'm
Yeah.
like, I still got to drive home.
Yeah.
And like, tomorrow's not, there's no postponing tomorrow.
No, comedians will get up at lunchtime.
Yeah. Yes. No.
Yeah.
6 a.m.
No, I did a set last night. I was up at 10:40 and I'm like, I'm coming here in the morning.
Yeah. No,
Like,
I mean, that's, of course. And so
everybody else at the Comedy Store ain't coming here in the morning.
As each hour passes, I was like, dude.
I knew it, and you were in the green room, and I was in the crowd, and I was like, oh, Birdman's dying right now. I knew it.
But then they're like, hey, your guests are here. I'm like, my guests? And then Andy and Val show up backstage, and I was like, hi. Like, I didn't plan on hosting anyone.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, hey, everyone. This is Andy and Val, and it's Rob Riggle and Wayne Brady and
Tony Hawk.
I know, but it was something I felt like, oh, I need to show you around and do like I don't know what I'm doing here.
No, you don't. Sit there and be.
But they're just wide eyed. They're like, what the?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
what is going on?
The same thing happened to my girlfriend last night. I was in the main room, like a big deal for me. Because it's like Bobby Lee and all these like real comedians and Jason Ellis. And I'm like, holy shit. And my girlfriend's like, can I come? And I'm like, yeah. And I get her friends, I got tickets for them. But she goes, I'm out front because I didn't get a ticket for her. I'm like, come with me into the green room. We go in the green room and she's like, holy shit. Like everybody in here is like a huge comedian. And then out of nowhere, it's, hey, Roseanne Barr's going to do a set. And she hasn't been at the Comedy Store for like 30 years. And I'm like, cool. And I look at the list, and it's like all these comedians, Roseanne Barr, and then me. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, I'm after her. And this chick is in the crowd smoking a cigarette inside.
Wait, Roseanne was?
Yeah. Not one, dude. Chain smoked for like an hour. You're watching comedy, and you're just some person. Roseanne Barr is sitting next to you smoking a cigarette. Everybody else would be shot and put in jail. And she's just like... fuck you guys. I do whatever the fuck I want. Wow. Walking around like, meh. She goes up and it's 15 minutes. Everyone's got 15 minutes. She does half an hour. She doesn't really have a joke. She just has like, you're all libtards. Everyone's an F-bomb or this or that. And some racist comments where I'm like, ooh, is that supposed to be funny? Or are you like serious?
Did she get any laughs?
Yeah, but not. It wasn't. Let me get in trouble. It wasn't good, and it kind of like. And it's California, and she's like, I live in Texas now because you're all a bunch of and it's like and everyone's like, we are here.
Yeah.
I'm an F-bomb like it's like and then it goes on for half an hour.
Wow.
And then I come out after her, and the crowd's kind of like. That was legendary, I think. You know what I mean? And then I come out and it's like, who the hell is this guy? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I know. And I can't say, what's up with that little bitch? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
because I was like, the one thing I was seeing is like, she's so little, but she is a giant sea bomb. Like, out of control, dude. Like, I'm like, this thing is just, and I'm just like, dude, this is insane.
That's a bummer.
But when I go out there, I start talking, and someone's all, do a kickflip. And I'm like, that triggers me to start talking about Tony Hawk, because I'm like, it's Tony Hawk's fault that you are doing that right now. And fuck you and fuck Tony Hawk. But he kept going.
Cool.
And then finally, when I talk about being in the video game, because I usually say I'm a hidden character, and people go, ha ha, because I'm just a hidden character. And then I go, none of you are a hidden character in this room.
In anything.
So shut the fuck up. Like, it ain't that funny. And the one guy goes, I know you are. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, we're cool again. But that guy was just, you know, he's drunk, and he said do a kickflip like 5 times. I'm like, I don't even have a skateboard. Thank God, because it would go way worse than your kickflip.
That'd be comedy.
You know what? I should have done it, because the first like 7 minutes was lifting weights, dude. Like, people were just like, man, I'm not sure. And I look like me. So it was like, is he going to bash us as well? And I was like, I'm gayer than you guys. Like, let it go, you know? But it was a tough.
Did anyone go on after you?
Yeah. It trickles. It's the big guys, and then after Roseanne, it turns into us. Like oh, good luck, buddy, you know.
Okay.
But it's still the main room. It's a sold out show in the main room. It's
Understood.
To me, it's as big as it gets. And I did good, but I have high expectations always. And I was at the Improv like 2 nights ago where I did kill, and that's the curse, man, where you tell your jokes and everyone goes, wow. And you go, I think I've got it. Yeah. And then, Comedy Store tomorrow night? Oh, wait till they see this. And you come out and tell the same fucking joke, and they're like, man. And I'm like, man, I got 10 more minutes. You know what I mean? I'm like,
How long is your set?
15. Yeah.
Wow.
But the dude that runs Comedy Store social media, he was really nice to me, and he was like, hey man, if you ever want to do a collab, like just DM me. And I was like, yeah, I try to tag you and it doesn't come up. He's like, that's probably because we don't follow you. Let me do that right now. And I was like, okay. The Comedy Store follows me.
That's good.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, everyone's like, hey Jason. I'm like, hey. You know what I mean? Do a show, and they're like, hey, you should come back. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all little
awesome.
things. Yeah, baby steps.
I did the Netflix dinner time live last night.
Did you post it? About it?
Yeah, I was late on it. They invited me to collaborate on a post, but I didn't see it until afterwards. But
what were you doing?
Like David Chang makes dinner. I don't know if it's every Tuesday, but it's at 4 p.m. on Tuesday, live on Netflix. And so it was me and Kenya Barris. Kenya Barris is? He's a writer. He's cool. He knows about skating too. He's actually like, his daughter is friends with Andrew Reynolds' daughter, like really good friends.
So you eating?
Yeah, it's just us eating and then talking to, do you know who David Chang is?
Yeah.
So it's just us eating and talking to David Chang, and he's making crazy food.
Oh, wow. How long does that go for?
An hour.
And then
He just keeps serving dishes.
Was it good?
It was super good, yeah. I mean, it was out there because the whole thing was supposed to be, it's holidays, so it's like Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas future. He's like, here's Christmas past was, what do you call it? What are those like meat pies? But they're like old school British meat pies.
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie.
It's got mashed potato on the top.
Didn't have mashed potato. It was old
Kidney
school.
pie?
I don't know. I didn't really ask what kind of meat it was. Right. And he kind of said like, you guys don't have to eat this. I'm like, I'm eating everything.
That's a kidney pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good though. But then he just kept going through. And then the very last dish, like he did a whole scallops thing. And then the last dish was duck. And he brought like this notoriously famous Peking duck carver.
Ooh.
From this Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
The guy came out with a tray and the duck. It was pretty amazing.
The Comedy Store had chocolates on the table, so I had that for dinner. And then when I got home, I had my stupid animal-based diet, and it was like, it's not enough. And I was like, it was a weird, my girlfriend will like, she knows now, like if I do a set where I'm like not super happy with it, she has this thing where she goes, well, you know, you did this and people really like that. And I'm like, that sometimes will make it worse for me. Like I don't want to know, like don't give me a pep talk. Like I'm trying to stay positive, but the fact is like I could have done better. That's all I can think about. That's like gift and the curse. Like don't be satisfied, like because you could be way better. And that's just what it was last night. I wasn't as good. I didn't knock it out of the park. There's no way that whole crowd was like, whoa, we got to see him live. They were like, yeah, he's okay. And I'm like, I hate that. I hate that I didn't do as good as I could. And then when we get home, I eat that. I made it for both of us, and I'm like, man, I'm still hungry. And it's later, and I know I got to get up early to come here. And I'm like, man, I would eat a fucking burger right now. And she's like, I'm so hungry. I would eat a burger. And I was like, done. And then I ordered like fat burger. Yeah. And I don't order Postmates anymore because it's too expensive. But I just went in on a burger, fries, and a shake at like midnight.
Wow.
And it's like, I think that's my addictive personality because I don't cheat, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs or any of that stuff. But every now and then, if I feel like I'm antsy or it's like, and I don't have time, I can't go to the gym or anything. I'm like, I want a donut.
That's your vice.
That's my vice.
Yeah.
And then when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel bad about it. You know, like I'm like,
yeah, I understand.
It's not like, dude, you blew it. It's like, dude, you had a burger. Shut up. You're fine. But today I'm like, because I'm tired and I've got all these Jason L shows to do because I'm trying to take a break, and I got punched in the face a lot last night, and I'm like, I just want to eat donuts. Like, I just want to eat stuff that isn't good. And I don't care, you know. Like if you had donuts and
you're getting triggered. You're
a
feeling
Philly
yourself slipping.
cheesesteak. I would eat a Philly cheesesteak with a donut in it right now.
Oh, dude, I love Philly cheesesteaks.
Me too.
There's a
I think
place
you
around here
introduced
that's
me to
really
them.
good.
You were the guy.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's a couple places around here that are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go there after this.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds really cool. I'd be really into that. Except I got to go and do more shows.
Wow. Yeah, I feel you though. I have been running at a unprecedented stress level the last couple of days.
Do you think it's because of the aliens?
No, I think it's because of it is directly yesterday because of my children and their vehicles.
Right. Yeah, you told me a little bit about it. That is troublesome.
There were 3 major issues with 3 different kids in their vehicles yesterday while I'm driving to LA, and Kathy is watching our grandchild, so she's incapacitated.
Yeah.
So I, on the way to LA, got a AAA membership for one of our kids because he didn't qualify for ours.
Yeah.
But managed to get someone. It's so complicated. He got stuck at the airport. In the airport parking lot, his car died.
Yeah.
So I managed to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Put out that fire. The other one, I was having something done to the car as a surprise for Christmas.
Yeah.
That was being installed in my house.
Yeah.
The guy calls me. He's like, "Bad news. Couldn't install it. Now the radio doesn't work."
What?
I'm like, "Sick, bro."
Well, you broke the car?
Yeah.
Merry
and he's
Christmas.
like, "So I put it back together the way it was, but you still don't have sound on the radio." I'm like, "Awesome. Thank you. Cool." And he's like, "You might need a new radio." I'm like, "Am I paying for that?"
Yeah, did you just break it?
Yeah, I don't know. So,
What do you mean you don't know? Yes, you did.
well, that's what I did this morning, which took that one in to go get that sorted out.
Yeah.
And then Miles, his car's in the shop, so he's driving our other car that has bald tires, and someone's like, "Dude, those are real bald," because he's been driving a lot.
Yeah.
So I got to find a tire place that has those exact same size tires and is available. I did all that during my drive to LA, by the way.
It's impressive.
It was pretty impressive. I did feel like,
So you're not very good
I mean,
at
at some point, am I enabling them?
I mean, I don't want to say anything about that, but yeah. Because
I
your
did
one
feel-
son,
I
when he
did
said,
feel
should
like-
I leave the car?
Yeah, so that was
That-
the one, the one with
He
the
needs
car.
talking to.
Well, that became a whole thing. The one with the
Good.
car at the airport, he's like, "Should I just leave it here?" I'm like, "Do not leave the car in the parking lot at the airport.
Yeah.
Let's just baseline.
You
let's
don't
not
do that.
that.
Remember that for the rest of your life. Don't do that.
Because that is, I can't help you.
No,
I can't help you today.
nobody can.
Like, stay with the car. So whatever, he got jump started. And I said, drive to an auto shop place right now because your car's running and get a new battery because that's what you need.
Yeah.
Just go have him swap out the battery.
I got bald tires and I kind of like it.
I don't like the idea of him driving back and forth from LA all the time with bald tires.
Yeah, that's different.
Not cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. But
Yeah.
for me, it peels out easier and I just do
see.
burn out some more.
Yeah, it's cool. I just don't want.
I just don't want
want
to
everyone to be
pop.
safe. That's it. I just want them all to be safe
That's fair.
and have functioning ways to get around.
It's a lot to ask these days.
I don't know. Is that first world problems? Maybe.
Yeah.
But they are my kids, and I want for them not the best things in life. I just want them to have something of stability
Yeah.
and reliability.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And I also want them to be able to take care of stuff themselves.
That would be impressive. No, if my kid calls and goes, my battery died and I fixed it, I'd be like, my job is done. Like, off you go, into wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
You don't need me.
you're set free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a feeling, When my daughter started like working and going to school for a career.
Yeah.
Because at one point it was just like, oh no. I'd be like, you gotta want something. I'm like, you can't say, You're
Yeah.
scaring me. Like, you gotta say, I
Yeah.
want to be this or I gotta do that. And it was just and I'm like, man, I remember it would like when I have time to worry, it would be that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was, I have 2 jobs. I started my business. I'm going to school to be a nurse. And I'm like,
Amazing.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm free.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
are going to be okay.
Yeah.
If things
Yeah.
get bad, you will handle it. It felt so good. Like, every time I see her
version of
now,
that
I feel
conversation.
good
Yeah.
seeing her because it's
Yeah.
always, it's a reassuring thing where she goes, hello, my brain is fully functional and I do stuff. And I'm like, so good to see you again. Off you go. Whatever you want to do with your life, you can do it. Yeah. I love
I had a
seeing
glimpse
her.
of that with one of my kids that recently he's like, I'm trying to figure out what the best credit card to get so I can build up my own credit. And I was like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, what's the best ones with the best interest rates? Like, I don't know, but I'm just glad you're asking me.
Right? You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, also, it's which one do you qualify for?
You've got the blueprint.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. You ever ridden a horse?
Yeah, we've talked about
Oh,
this.
yeah, that's right. You don't like them, though.
They don't like me, but I have ridden them.
That's a bad attitude.
I don't. I'm fine.
You got to believe in yourself.
I don't feel a desire to go make friends with them.
I get it. That's like, I'm sure rollerblading's fun, but
Yeah, I was gonna say you
I'm not
can't
gonna do
spin it like I hate horses.
I didn't say that.
No, I know, but you're like,
You put in words in my mouth.
okay.
I just said, if you don't like it, don't do it. Good for you, dickhead. Jesus. Calm down. Jumping down my throat a lot today, Tony.
Oh,
You
my
back
God.
off.
Wow.
You don't want to
Is that,
box
was
me,
that
that's
what
for
that
sure.
is? That's the spin. That's the spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Thanks.
Just stay positive.
Thank
Try
you.
to, do your best.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go work on all my other sports.
If you need some help, though, you can
and I'll go try to meet a horse.
you can reach out to me. I'll be there.
Okay. And then the whole time I'll just keep asking you for advice on all these things.
You know what you could do? You could hire me as a security guard.
That's true.
Just saying,
Okay.
I could punch people for you.
You could punch people and belittle me at the same time.
You need that. Because you're a bit
Sounds
cocky
sick.
sometimes,
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, hi. It's like, dude, calm down. I get it.
I know.
You know who did the 900?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. You
I-
did, dude. You
Have
did.
I said that once in my life?
Yeah, you always say that.
Yeah.
You don't like to admit it, but
Yeah.
he's always telling me that. Sometimes he calls me at 3 a.m. Just so you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's me.
I did it. You did it. I'm like, yeah, I did. I know.
You've uncovered the truth.
It's hard, you guys. It's hard.
I just appreciate you taking those calls.
For you,
Because I go through my whole phone list and no one answers the phone except you.
you're right. I am your only friend now that you figured it
and then
out.
when you answer and I'm validated.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
because everybody else is sick of hearing about how you've invented the 900. I am like, no, really? That's amazing, man.
I heard people say like, yeah, he always something like, you always hear him say the same thing. I'm like, I get asked the same question. I don't.
Yeah.
It's not me, proactively just saying these things. It's
Yeah.
an answer to a question. I don't have a different answer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My experience has not changed
Yeah.
in that moment.
Yeah.
So I apologize if it sounds repetitive.
Yeah. I accept your apology.
All right.
You're good.
Okay, we're gonna go skate now.
Yeah, maybe.
Cool. I'm gonna go skate. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's gonna go play all the other sports he's expert at.
I mean, I have many options. I'm pretty good at all of them.
Yeah. There you go. Like and describe his stuff.
Yeah, the Jason Ellis show.
Yeah.
Who cares?